Macks are all made here in Pennsylvania at this factory. And we're able to do that because of the skilled and strong UAW workforce we have, sir. And without these guys, we're all part of the same Mack family, and this is what makes us a great company. So, Kevin, maybe say a few words about our workforce here.
Exactly what he was saying. You know, we have a great relationship, and we now are looking at ramping up and hiring about 400 to 600 more people into this plant, which is creating more jobs in this Lehigh Valley area, you know. And like you said, the best workforce we could have.
We've
very
invested,
proud.
We'll continue to invest.
Yep.
We're not going anywhere. And we'll go up to our first station here, Mr. President. You'll meet some outstanding colleagues here.
Hey, guys.
So please, sir, there's your mark.
How are you?
So,
How you doing,
got
Joe?
me standing
gentlemen,
in the
please
blue.
introduce yourself.
Right.
John, do me a favor.
How you doing?
Work on your biceps, will you?
Of course,
I'm
absolutely.
a little worried about the guy,
Hey,
you know what I
it's a
mean?
pleasure.
What's your name?
Glenn Gray.
Good to see you, Glenn.
It's my pleasure.
Joe Biden.
It's my pleasure.
All right.
So, gentlemen, please go ahead.
Welcome, Mr. President. It is a pleasure and an honor to have you here today in the Lehigh Valley at Mack Truck. My name is Glenn Gray. I am a production supervisor for the engine room on second shift. Currently, we have 2,400 employees that are here, and out of the 2,400, 2,100 are United Auto Worker Union technicians. We currently are hiring an additional 400 to
Good for you.
to be able to support the chassis insourcing that we've done and worked on really, really hard, so that we can now make the chassis and the rails in-house.
So you're making them in-house now?
We'll be making them in-house.
Well,
Yeah, we were
pretty cool.
outsourcing this, and then we decided
what I thought.
we wanted the jobs to be in the factory, UAW jobs. So we did it in 2 phases over the last 3 years, completed as of last fall.
This truck now is started by rails and finished as driving off.
100% built here, sir.
Right. The
Have
facility.
you, excuse me, did you have to expand the size?
Yeah, we had to build somewhere. Over the last 4 years, we've added about a third again to this plant. So we're now at 1.1 million square feet, up 300,000 square feet.
Yep. That was the additional was the 330,000 square that we added on, and that's what we're going to fill the additional employees with to
Now,
support that.
what is this station right here?
Okay. You're going to win that one. So, no, it starts, simple components, steering columns, they'll add even just your seats, seat belts, everything. It'll make its way up to the upstand. And right here, they'll prep it to marry it to the chassis over to the chassis line right there on top of the engine, and it'll continue its way towards its customer.
So, okay, do each of these cabs end up on here?
Yep, every single one.
They'll be picked up by the crane.
Yep.
And lift
I see,
over.
yep.
And then they'll place it on this one. And then as soon as the chassis, because the chassis is running down that line.
Yeah.
So the chassis is running down that line.
Gotcha.
The cab's running here. And they're going to marry and meet each other right here at this.
In fact, that's the next spot we'll show you is where the chassis and the cabs get married.
Now, what's your hometown?
Hometown? I was actually born in the Bronx, but I was raised in Allentown, a family in Texas. My heritage is Puerto Rican, all over the place, but, main thing is being here in the Lehigh Valley with a good paying job and, the union and Mack trucks. So
It's a nice area, too.
it is. It's beautiful.
It's almost heaven. I'm from Scranton. You know what I mean?
There you go.
All right.
Where the office is from.
So, Mr. President, we'll go to and see.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank you so
gentlemen.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Keep it up.
Enjoy.
Appreciate it. Seriously, thank you
Thank
very,
you.
very much.
Thank you.
Please,
Thank you,
sir.
guys.
We have the best people here. I can't even put it into words, Mr. President. It's the heart of
I'll
the
tell
heart.
you what, you have a hell of a product.
Yeah,
You're growing.
yeah.
I mean, and at the time when everybody was sort of like, can we do it? What's happening?
We're doubling down.
Yeah.
We're doubling down here, expanding U.S. supply chain, adding workers. So we'll go up here then, Mr. President. Please, I'll introduce you to
Let me take a look as we
two
walk by
amazing
here.
people. And our trucks are very much made to the customer specification.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of custom specs, what the customer wants. And Macks are known for their reliability and durability in that regard. So meet two colleagues. Please introduce yourself if you
Good.
would.
How are you?
What's your name?
Tammy. It's a great honor,
Tammy,
sir.
how are you? Great
Lovely.
to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Sir, Eric Myers.
Good to see you, Eric.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So tell me, what you doing? I'm supposed to stand here, they tell me.
Okay.
You got to find the blue X.
So go ahead, please.
I work in supply chain, Mr. President, and it's been a tough year for us this year with microchips and some of the challenges we faced, and we've had to close our plant for one-shift weeks this year, and we've lost some of our labor and for support for our teams to work. So we're hoping for support with you to.
You got it. We're making $1 billion, $50 billion investment in microchips, and we're going to make
Thank
sure
you,
we
sir.
build them
Thank
here
you.
in the United States.
Come to America where we can
That's right.
get access to
That's
our
exactly what
parts.
we're doing.
Thank you.
It's important. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
How long you been here, big guy?
10 years. A little over 10 years this month, actually.
All right.
So,
But Eric, also tell him he's a third-generation
Yeah.
Mack man. Your grandfather and your
grandfather
uncle.
worked here for almost 50 years. Uncle worked here for 43. So, third generation. Proud to work here.
It's going to get better.
Yeah.
You're going to get better. You're going to make an awful lot of these electric vehicles pretty soon, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's cool. So
This
you
is
flip this sucker over.
yeah. So this.
Behind the service.
Two is where we do the cab over, where it's a blunt nose like the old style.
Yeah.
And as we go to the next station, you'll see that like our garbage trucks and some of the concrete pumpers and whatnot. And that'll be the we go to show you our fully electric Mack waste and recycling truck made right here. So we've added space, we've added technicians, we've added training to make sure we have the skills.
Everyone
we want to
that
build everything in the same factory here. And that's why the supply chain and the infrastructure is so important right now, because we have the product, we have the technology, our customers have the demand they're bringing us. Now we really need to work together to get the infrastructure put together for the charging stations, which we'll talk about at the next stop, Mr. President.
Because we're all Mack proud, Mr. President.
You should be Mack proud. I was telling them I was raised by an automobile man.
Good.
Yes.
Ran. That's how I got
So you
to
know.
school.
You know how important everything is to us here in Macungie.
It really, really is. And
Yes.
look, you guys are going to be in the cutting edge of change that's going to take place in the next 10 years that you're not going to believe.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, and anyway.
And if we
I
don't
used to
do
drive an 18-wheeler, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish
Oh,
I
yeah.
could.
That's
I
awesome.
got to.
Mr. President, we'll go this way, please, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks. Good job.
Enjoy.
Thank you. And again, so here's the Mack LR electric, fully battery electric, first of its kind in North America. And you'll see as we go around the corner here, Department of Sanitation in New York City is our launch customer. Tough, demanding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, one of the best operators in the world of this kind. And then if I may, Mr. President, I take you up to introduce the colleagues here, and they'll introduce you to the electric
Hey.
Mack truck.
Mr. President,
What's your name?
Jacob Evans.
Good to see you,
See
Jacob.
you too.
Heather Bouchard.
Hey, Heather,
Nice
how
to
are
meet
you?
you.
Good
It's
to
an
see
honor.
you.
Sean Smith.
Hey,
Pleasure to meet
Sean,
you,
how
Mr.
are you?
President.
We're
Absolutely.
doing great.
I
Doing
tell
very
you what,
good.
can I open the door?
We don't actually have the keys.
Unfortunately,
keys.
it's locked.
Oh, man.
I can tell you a lot about this truck, however. So I'm honored, we are honored to be standing here today to show off the Mack Electric LR to you. It's a feat of engineering, in my personal opinion. Mack Trucks has been building the trucks that have built America for 121 years now. And this is just the newest addition to what we can do and how we can plow into the future with our heavy-duty electric LR here. So a couple things about the truck. We have 4 main battery packs, 2 behind the cab here, and then 2 on the chassis over here, replacing the fuel tank and other components. The truck is zero emission, almost noiseless, virtually noiseless. It requires no oil changes. It's a very, very cool piece of machinery. A target that we've set is that by 2030, we want to have about a third of our truck sales be zero emission. And so in order to
Predict
do
here
that,
is going to be higher than that.
I like that.
No, I'm serious.
With the correct infrastructure in place,
That's
I
exactly.
agree,
it's
Mr.
gonna-
President, we will get that
We're going to
done.
build 570,000 charging stations along High.
Awesome.
In the bill that I just
Perfect.
passed.
And we as Mack Trucks, we appreciate that because we know it's going to allow us to continue to support jobs, hopefully open the door to more jobs in the future as well as we continue to refine this technology and become the leader as we hope.
And then if you would tell the President what you guys do here at the plant.
I've been with the company for about 16 years, and I am production flex, currently on the cab line. And I'm looking forward actually for this technology to move over to the conventional cab line so that we can even be more technology savvy.
Well, I just went down in North Carolina, and we're making an awful lot of buses electric, totally electric.
As well
As school buses.
Yep.
So I have in there $50 billion to build electric